Good morning. I don't know if you can see this. Alright, we're gonna go this way a bit. Um, so I did ask a few people on what they wanted to see. My daughter, since she's my only feedback at the moment, suggested maybe just showing you some tips and tricks for fixing your own jewelry. Oh, excuse me for a second. Now, I must say, not everybody has the tools, obviously. So I was thinking, what around the house could you possibly use? So let's put the tools aside for now. And I have this wooden tray on here, so I'm sort of remembering to stay in frame. So bear with me if I get this incorrect. I'm just going to take all these things out and I will show them to you later. Alright, so basically, well, we might just leave those there for now. So, yeah, I have some tweezers. Just about every girl or boy has a set of tweezers. I recommend the flat one, so a little bit easier to hold the jump rings. So tweezers for sure. A crochet hook, not necessarily just for jewelry. Excuse my nails, I haven't taken my nail polish off yet. Yeah. A small crochet hook. You know, sometimes you get those little snags on your sweater and stuff like that. You go through one on the inside for your sweater rather, pull the loop back through, and then it looks good as new. So crochet hook. Every girl or guy should have one of these somewhere, with your tweezers or somewhere in your tool arsenal so you can fix your items. This is just a little tin of Scotch Essentials. I got it at the dollar store. I thought it was kind of cool because these safety pins come in different colors, so you can fix your blouse or your pants or whatever. And they're in different coded colors, as you can see. So if you have a white blouse on, a white safety pin. Then same for the black. If you have a black blouse or whatever, you can use a black one. Now the beauty of these, they're not just for clothes. You can use them in a pinch to fix a necklace. So let's say your clasp broke. You can grab one of these, and they sell these in smaller even. You just grab your chain, feed it through one of the little through one of the chain links, and then feed it through the other one on the end, because that's where a necklace would be for the most part. And then in a pinch, what you can do is you can fix your necklace. So let's say your clasp broke off and you really need to look good. This is being hidden in the back of your neck, and then you can still use it. So I thought it was kind of cool. In a pinch, it'll do until you get home and you can fix it a little bit better. Now, of course, again, I am not prepared. Oh, this is ridiculous. I have to start thinking ahead. But this is how I roll. Sorry about that. I'm just going to grab something. Hold on a second. I don't know what it is with me and not having everything. I just don't think I think everything out. I have the idea and I just want to get to the idea. You know what I mean? Anyway, in this case, these are the things that I've already prepared myself for my own jewelry making designs. However, if your necklace breaks, and this is not even a necklace, this is just a piece of chain. Okay, you know what we're going to do? Just a second. I need to see. There. I keep pretty much everything, literally and figuratively. I don't know what it is. I just end up doing it that way because you never know when it comes in handy. So there's different things in here that I have made, other things that I've broken that my daughter has given me to fix, which I did not get around to fixing. And then things from when I used to work in the warehouse. Okay, well, let's take this for instance. This is one, okay, maybe not that one. That's a bad example. I just need something. Oh my goodness. Okay. Different chains will lend itself to different ways of being able to be fixed. So this kind of chain is fairly simple to fix because it's big enough and it has loops and you can always put your own little jump ring in there. No problem. Chain like this, that's more like a snake chain or a flat chain. This is not fixable. You can save it for art projects or whatever, but this you cannot fix. There is no way. Not even if you were to solder it. Oh, here we go. So let's say an old bracelet broke and the chain does not really, this is a box chain basically. It's a box link and you can't fix that easily. I don't have the tools for that. So for the basic tools, this is what you want to keep. So here's an extra lobster clasp. Here's an end piece in case you need it. And here's a little piece of chain with a little thingy on the end, but that you can save for future uses. So let's say this broke and you want to save the lobster clasp. You can obviously take the lobster clasp off and just keep this aside for when you need it to fix another necklace or bracelet. And you want to save this too, but you don't know how. So take your tweezers like this. And remember I said in the other video before, you take your tweezers and you push one away and you pull one towards you. And this is not working. Did I glue this maybe? No. Okay, there we go. So this way, tweezers are not overly strong. So this is not what you want to do for jewelry making. But this way, you have your little jump ring. With this little guy, you can fix a lot of things. So let's say you don't have a clasp, but your chain is long enough. In some cases, you can feed it through and you can fix your necklace just like this. If it's long enough and you don't need a clasp and you just need to fix it, you don't want to bother with a clasp, you can just put it on there and close it up and call it a day. All right? So tweezers will work in a pinch. Again, it's not something you want to make jewelry with, and then push it back together. And that is it. That's all you have to do. That, you know, it's long enough. You can just put it over your head. You can make it double. If you want to do a double necklace, grab a safety pin, feed it through one, feed it through another, and then feed it on the other end when you have it around your neck. Feed it through like this or through the chain links themselves. It depends on how snug you want it around your throat. Sometimes it might be a little bit too snug. So, and usually that drives me crazy, so I don't bother. But anyway, so you keep your little lobster clasp, and if ever you need to fix it, you can, because you have a jump ring on here that you've already put on there. Now you can open it. Again, this takes a little bit of force. Not much, but a little bit. So we're going to leave this open for now. Let's set it aside. Then we're going to take this one. There we go. We can save these little pieces. I'm going to do this on the other end. If I can find my end. Yep, there we go. And then just put that one through there. And yes, it gets a little finicky. You just have to be patient. Sometimes the chain just does not want to work the way you expect it to. Now we're going to close it back up, tweezers do work. It's just, oops, again, it's going to be finicky, right? Because they're not the right tools for this job. But in an emergency situation, they will work. And this one you're going to leave here so you have something to put your lobster clasp onto. Unless you want to put the extender chain on, then you can do that. And then, you know, same kind of deal. We can save that. That way you won't lose it. There. In an emergency situation, I would call this fixed. So you have the extender, you have the regular, and you are good to go. So that's easily done with two tweezers that are flat. In an emergency, if you want to fix your own jewelry on a regular basis, I would invest in a pair of, or 2 pairs of chain nose pliers. And you can just use the smaller one, actually. You can get these at Michael's. Just get the 2 pairs of smaller ones and you can fix it yourself. It's not the end of the world. Now let's say your chain is in a knot. The best way is a loosey-goosey kind of way to undo it. But the other way, especially if the knot is really tight and it's been in the bottom of your purse because that's where you threw it, I always throw mine in my wallet, in that little zippered compartment, so I know I'm not going to lose it. But using a pin, a sewing pin, not a needle, but a pin, so you have something to hold the chain onto. So like this. So you can work at the chain, you can loosen it off. I don't have one that is knotted, of course, because I'm not prepared, as per usual. But I fix my jewelry as I go. So that's probably one of the reasons why I don't have one. Sorry about that. But you get the idea. So the idea is to put your pin through one of the links so you can work on it. So it's not going to try and keep loosening on you or, you know, trying to get out of your fingers. So it gives you some starting point, somewhere where you can start and unravel the nest that is your chain. So having said that, safety pins are good. Pins are good. Pins. Sewing pins. These just get the dollar store. You know, you got a bunch of these. These would always be good, like if the hem on your pants came loose, stick one of these in there. It's not silver, so if it's a dark pair of pants, you can hide it a little bit better. Okay, fish hook earrings. I find because I have longer hair and when it's windy out or whatever, my earrings fall out of my ears. So all I do is I use these little rubber backings that come with the earrings and I put them on there and then I put it in my ear. If you find you have very sensitive skin, you can paint your ear wires with clear nail polish. Let it dry and you should be good to go. You should only have to replace it every now and then. So that's that. So these are the earring backs that come with most earrings nowadays. It's these metal ones. You know, they're okay. They'll last longer than the rubber ones or whatever, but some of them, the inside does not want to stay as nicely. Some are looser than others. So my favorite one is this one. It's the butterfly. See, it's the butterfly one. So with this one, what you can do is you can add some chain to your earring. So let's say, because this one is kind of, I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, so you can put a piece of chain on there, and then you can snip one of these, and with the other jump ring. This is why you save things from different jewelry pieces, because you never know when an idea comes to mind. You know, it's like if you want to do something slightly different, you know, switch up your earrings, but you don't want to take a whole bunch of stuff with you when you're going places, or, you know, you just want to switch things up. So all I do is feed it through one of these on the end. Oh, come on. And it never works when you want it to, of course, you know, because that's life. And then feed it through the bottom of this one. And then I'm just going to put them back. Now you can put another one on here, but I just want to show you that you can go like this, and then like this, and then you can have those little chain earrings. Now you could put lace on there if you want to make it really romantic. That'd be kind of cute. But then you can make them longer earrings, and you can hang little pearls off of them, rhinestones, whatever you feel like. Or you could do more chain. That'd be really cute too. But it's just taking what you already have and just changing it up a little bit. So it's kind of cool. A little bit different. And you can do the same thing for these. Just switch out the backs for, you know, for the one that you already have, the butterfly one. And you can do the same thing. So a plain stud like this with chain on it would be actually kind of cool. Now these ones, they're called wing clutches. I just got these at the dollar store. $1.50 for 40 of them. That is quite a few earrings, so, you know. You have a bunch of these and you just tuck them in your jewelry drawer with those silica packs so your jewelry does not change color. And you use those. Now the fishhook earrings, there's 180 of them. It's a value pack I got at Michael's Bead Landing. So, you know, and I have some of the gold ones left over. And if you really are very sensitive to base metals, is what these are made out of, it's just a base metal, then again, you can paint these with nail polish remover, not remover, just clear nail polish. Sometimes the beeswax or something like that, some kind of barrier to make sure that it doesn't touch your skin helps. Other times you can buy the 14 karat gold ones or the sterling silver at Michael's. Of course, they're going to be more expensive, but you know, you can always switch them out if you really wanted to. But I've never really had any issues with a lot of them. Again, they will discolor over time, but I just clean them with some rubbing alcohol and they're good to go. I've never had any issues, even with my own copper ear wires that I've made over the years. So yeah, I hope some of this is helpful. And the next jewelry tutorial will be something a little bit different. So I'm hoping. I have a few ideas in my head, so I hope you liked it. I hope it was helpful. So yeah, always have a few little things around to help you out. All right, have a great Friday, guys. Bye.